Felder Friday edition of College Sports Now. Appreciate you joining us. We are live on YouTube, something we have not really done a whole lot of. YouTube is a popular platform. I'm not anti-YouTube. I just don't go live very often. So we're there. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching, if you're listening, we appreciate you. Michael Felder is with us at In the Bleachers on Twitter. Tar Heel 24/7 for those of you out there in Chapel Hill who want to get some, I don't know, on the ground, boots on the ground type of vibes on what's going on there in Chapel Hill. It's not great. Trip Hurd, the Lock of Docs, kind enough to join us on a Friday. Boys, it is great to be with you. We got a lot to get to. No guest. We're just going to power through some football talk, which is totally fine. Before we do, though, Felder, I'm not going to dox you here, but you had coffee with the principal. How are things at the local school system? Did you have a nice morning with the head of school down there?
It's like it's an event. She talks about the growth of the school and what the school's doing. School went from a C to a B, which is a good thing.
I don't know. What does that mean? Like it went from average to
above average.
Okay.
And 80% of the kids, 85% of the kids are on grade level, which is a great thing.
Tremendous.
And they're showing tremendous growth. And growth, what you really want to see is the growth from second to third, third to fourth, fourth to fifth. And want to make sure your fifth graders are ready and prepared to go to middle school. And so we talked, that was that. And there were like 30 people there. How many men do you think were there? Of the 30, call it 30, 35 people. How many men were there?
Not including you.
Including me.
Three.
5. But you guys are very close. 5. 5 men, the rest women. Now, How many people of color do you think were there?
3.
That is correct. Yeah. Me, another guy, and a Hispanic guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Room to grow. We have a thing at our school. It's called Pro Dads, where it's
all pro dads.
It's specifically for male figures to be a part of the. It's like a side part of the PTA. So
we have
boys making strides.
We have all pro dads. I don't go to it. It's a little bit too Jesus for me. And it starts at 7 in the morning.
I mean, you're up.
I'm up, but we don't leave this house until 7:05. So I'm not. We did it twice. I'm not doing it anymore. Won't happen. Can't happen. I'm involved. Like my wife, when I walked in. So here's my day. Because we're recording this, it's a Felder Friday, and I'm excited. We got a lot of cool things to talk about.
Yes.
But my Friday started with I park the way I park, which is I park in the grass on the side, so I can get out easy without having to worry about everybody else parking in the parking lot. Now, one of the people at the school was like, "You should park in the bus lot," and I was like, "No, because then I'll be in there and people can stop me." And then I'm walking up, and they were short-staffed for carpool or for drop-off. So I'm like, I don't like walking into school like with my wife and kid like at the same time. Like I don't like it. Like I told you, you got the Christmas card last year, Hartzell, right?
Sure did. Thank you for thinking of us.
And you saw we were all dressed the same. And I said, This is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk in as a trio. Like I'm my own person. And so my wife and kid, they walk into school. They think it's fun and cool. I think it's lame as hell. But what I do is I'm like, oh, they need help in drop off. Because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's new parents, like not new parents, but parents that are new to the school. Parents that are like, they don't understand how drop off works. These are people that are just like stopping. And you're like, no, you don't stop. Everyone pulls all the way to the front, and then we unload 8 cars, 10 cars, whatever it is. We unload those cars, and then everyone leaves, and then everybody pulls all the way back in, go all the way to the front.
Yeah.
And I do think that these ladies, it's not a gendered thing. I just think that these ladies don't. I don't think that the parents respect them.
Wow.
I don't think the parents respect them with respect to them being like, pull up, pull up, pull up. I don't think they're, but also maybe they're not forceful enough. But I was out there being forceful.
Okay, very good. Well,
I'm telling them, pull up. Hey, no, go.
Leaders
go
lead.
Here.
Leaders lead. Trip, this is what you get to look forward to when your youngest, when your daughter gets to go to public school or just school in general.
Yeah.
You got the car drop-off line, bro. It's a thing, okay? It's a thing.
You
so
go as far as you can, all the way to the front, and you go right behind them. And then we'll get your kid. And so I was getting kids out of the car this morning. That's what my morning's been. Kids out of the car, and then coffee. I bought a shirt and a magnet, and they were like, "Oh, it's going to be so cool to put the magnet on your car." I was like, "This magnet will never go on my car."
Come on now. I'm putting this on my fridge. Like this
exactly,
is not,
bro. You got the right answer immediately.
Come on, we're not putting school magnets on cars. That ain't us. All right,
yeah.
so
let's do it.
Let's set the table for our audience here in terms of what it is that we are going to be doing for the next hour and change.
Yeah.
Felder 5, right? We give Felder homework. We got a week 2 edition of Felder's Thoughts. I've got some and ones because I see your list. There's some stuff that's not on there that I want to talk about.
Sure.
People are saying, not us, but people are saying that this is a down week for college football.
No, it's a good week.
Miss me with that.
Yeah.
All of the games are on one day with the exception of a couple on Friday night, which we'll talk about. But unlike last week where you had 5 days of football in a row.
How did that treat you in your body?
I didn't mind. I
Really?
I actually, for Tripp and I, who work in this industry where we have to do so much to get to week 1.
Yeah.
By the time Saturday night rolls around and I can get home and I can crawl into a bottle of red wine,
yeah,
I wake up Sunday morning, I feel tremendous. I don't know about you, Tripp. That was my takeaway. So waking up and there being 2 games on Sunday, didn't mind. There being the game on Monday, did not mind. It was obviously a holiday, so we didn't have to come into work, so that was kind of nice.
Oh.
I know it was a grind for you. I know it was.
It took Wednesday to feel like a human. I didn't go to bed. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. I didn't go to bed before 1. 5 nights in a row. And I'm not a spring chicken, dog.
No, there's gray in that beard.
Yeah, that's not the light. That's what it looks like.
Hey, there's gray in all of our beards, okay? That's all right. We are going to be getting into some picks a little bit later. That's my dog. We all went winless in that department. Hey, Trip, how did we do in the 3-for-all? How did we do in the ATS picks, Trip, you and I, head-to-head? How'd that go?
The pick, you jumped on the dock early. You stole one of my picks, so you got that one. If you want to count that one, you can
I was just
count
talking
it as
about overall
3-0.
win-loss record ATS from
me.
week 1. How did you do?
I was 1-2.
How did I do?
You were 3-0 if you're counting your
3-0.
your pick. Yeah.
3-0. You're welcome. That's coming at the end of the show, so you might want to stick around for that. We try to stay hot. We try to stay. Yeah, I got your
long
ass.
season.
It is a long season, and that's okay. I'm here to embrace the grind, as they say. So, Felder 5, there is no guest today. We got a lot of football to talk about.
Yeah.
I want to give you the floor, my man. Week 2 edition of the Felder 5. Where do you want to start?
Do you want to go backwards to go forwards, though?
It's your list.
No, I'm not talking about the list. I'm saying, do you want to? I mean, I guess, you know what? Let's go 5. Week 1 disappointments. How do they rebound?
Well, let's rank these disappointments, okay? Because not all disappointments are created equal.
Yeah.
Like for me, and I don't want to steal your.
Okay, so let's just go. We're going to put 4 teams on the board: Texas, Bama, UNC, Notre Dame.
I'm not worried about Texas and Notre Dame.
Not worried about them.
No, Notre Dame lost by 3 on the road. Texas lost by what? 7 on
7.
the road.
Yes.
Texas had 2 trips inside the 10 where they went for it and got turned over on downs. 2 trips inside the 10 where they came away with 0 points. I'm not worried about Texas. I'm not worried about Notre Dame.
I'm not worried about them. I have said multiple times on this show, I like Arch Manning, correct?
I mean, you more than like him. You don't like him. You love him.
I love him. I don't like his coach. I mean, like when I said, "What's up with Steve?" I wasn't talking about Steven Hartzell. I would never call you Steve.
Dude, my friends know this. I hate being called Steve.
And I never call you that, do I?
I know, but I hate it. I hate it.
But
what about
Steve?
Stevie?
I hate that
Stevie.
too. I hate that too. And,
Like,
and
hey,
what do I
Stevie
get called?
boy.
What do I get called a lot in the group text or when we're on the golf course? Hey,
Stevie.
nice shot, Steve.
Yeah.
Good putt, Steve.
Yeah. Again,
You're talking about Sark. You don't like Sark. You don't like
I
the way
no,
he
I
calls
don't.
plays.
I don't like this was the game itself was swag. That was middle school dirt weed
Wow.
of a football game from Ohio State and from Texas. I don't understand how Ohio State moved up.
A lot of stems, a lot of seeds.
Stems, sticks, and steeds. Yeah.
Kind of dry and like kind of flaky.
Yeah. Maybe they put some oregano in there to fill it.
I hate that.
Like
Hate
that's
that.
what that game was to me.
That Reggie Miller.
Yeah. No, not Reggie. Because Reggie is mid. This was below mid.
Mm.
And that's what we got out of the top 2 teams in the country? What?
So lost right now.
Well, listen to some Dr. Dre and some Snoop Dogg. You'll figure it out.
All right.
So to me, like in terms of rebounding, I think all 4 of the teams we mentioned will rebound. I agree with you. I'm not worried about Texas. I think that Sark and Ryan Day played this game. It was like it's like they put their kids in a pack and play. Right? Like they put both teams in a pack and play and they just like hung out for a little bit, but made sure that the kids didn't hit each other.
Mm.
It was like ridiculous. Like somebody take a shot, do some baby fighting.
Yeah. Let me press you on that. Like, what do you make of the lack of downfield attempts
I
from
think
Texas?
it's pathetic.
Yeah, but like, what was the thought process there? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm asking as somebody who's like played the game and watches tape.
It's so here's what it is. Because we saw it from Ohio State as well, right? Did you see Jeremiah Smith and his body language?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
frustrated, but they had that downfield shot to Carnell Tate. Like, that was the lone touchdown that they had.
And when was it?
I don't know, third
I don't
quarter?
remember.
Right.
Yeah.
Into the third. Start of the fourth. Into the third, start of the fourth. Yes. So it took that long for these teams to push the ball vertically down the field.
So is that good defense? Is that
No,
is
it's
that
not good
cagey
defense.
play calling? Like what is that?
Literally it's like if you, me, and Tripp went to the movies and we went and saw a G-rated movie because we didn't want to offend anybody. They were so scared of the other person being offended or the other person opening up that they didn't open up. It's like going on a date and not touching your date's leg. Like, what are you doing?
Been there.
But it's just like you're playing it safe, right?
Right.
I'm playing it safe. And that's fine. You can play it safe. But when both people play it safe, you never make out at the end of the date.
Right.
If both people play it safe, you shake hands at the end of the day and then you both go home.
Shake hands. Hey,
That's what it was. That's what it was.
What do you make of the other team on this list? We're not worried about Notre Dame. We're not worried about Texas.
Bama.
What do we make
I'm
of
worried.
Bama?
I'm worried.
What is that noise? Are you playing that, Hartzell?
I love how Tripp just has the war chant queued up. Long season, buddy. Long
Hey.
season. But the victory lap continues, man. You called your shot. I mean,
You did.
you didn't pick Florida State, and that's my dog, which would have been nice. They were
Well,
catching 14.
I'd already dropped 38-3 on the previous show in our feed. So
What's the bigger story there? Is it how good Florida State looked, or how disorganized and bad Bama looked, or both?
I think it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Florida State did look good. Tommy Castellanos, love him. Love his energy. Heard, we talked to those Florida State guys. They were confident. And they're ready to back him up, right?
they did not lack in confidence at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they're ready to back him
pleased
up.
with what he said.
And listen, they can go ahead and hop off my piece right now because they thought I was sick. They thought I was crazy when I said that Jalen Milroe was the biggest loss in the country because he galvanized that football team. I don't know who the galvanization is going to be now. And that's a big part of football. You got to have somebody that bridges that gap.
That's a great point because we have a full-blown mutiny on our hands as far as the Alabama fan base is concerned, right? Yep. And in that locker room, in that facility, to your point, Felder, who's the leader?
Right. It should be Deontay Lawson, right?
Yeah, but there were some plays on Saturday where Deontay Lawson was one of the culprits. Like, he was the one getting burned. He was the one getting toasted.
Yep. And so you got to somebody's got to bridge that gap. And I do think that the way that DeBoer coaches, I don't know, like, they're not used to that. They're not used to this, like, cavalier, and I'm not saying he doesn't care. That's not the case. They're not used to this, like, chill, like, guy. They're not used to a guy who, like, lets them, like, it's kind of like I told you I went to coffee with the principal, and she was like, we want our kids to take ownership of their learning. So every month they have parent-teacher conferences, right, guys?
Yeah, for sure.
So she is moving us to student-led parent-teacher conferences.
Wow.
Where they show where they are on each module and show what they're doing and show their work and they get to pick pieces of work that they're very proud of and things they aren't that proud of and how they can improve on that thing. I think that Alabama needs to be in that same zone, right? Like, they need to take ownership. Here's what I did wrong. Mm-hmm. Nick Saban made them always take ownership of that.
Sure.
Now I don't know if they have it. And then the man next to you should know what you have to do, and he should expect that out of you. And I think they're all out there just, like, running around playing football, but they didn't talk much. Trip, I know you watched the whole game, so did I. They didn't talk much, right?
Yeah.
Alabama, like, as a defense, they didn't talk much.
Yeah, they weren't talking. I think, for me, the story of the game was really the other defense. Florida State, over the course of however many months, went from a team that didn't want to hit people to, they were way more physical than Alabama. Violent. Yeah. It's a good Earl Little, another guy that we talked to in Charlotte.
Yep.
I mean, he was trying to hurt people out there. So that was great to see. I mean, I do think they've got some improvements they can make in actually tackling, because they were doing a lot of hitting. Yeah. They almost gave up that 4th and 10 to Todd Simpson. Good Lord. Like, how do you let that guy run for 10 yards when the game's on the line right there? They gave up 9 3/4. But really like the energy from Florida State. But I will be honest with you. As soon as they won the game, my first thought, don't screw around. Don't screw around and mess up and lose to Kent State or East Texas A&M. Don't, because of what we just went through last year. So, no, it was great.
No,
great win. That's what it's supposed to look like down there at Doak Campbell. That's what it's supposed to be like.
In the renovated Doak Campbell.
Newly renovated, freshly. Yes.
But I thought Alabama there was no, they still have a top 5 roster.
Sure.
It didn't seem like they had a hitch in their giddy up. They didn't have much pep in their step. So
makes it
might
even
be
more
exactly
damning.
What they needed.
Makes it even more damning, though, when you talk about the Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb situation, right? Which is like
$70 million.
The offense didn't look good. That's the buyout number for DeBoer. Yeah, and then the defense was just getting pushed around.
They got moved.
Yeah,
they got moved around,
and there were effort issues. So, speaking of effort issues, the last team on this list before we spin this thing forward to week 2, Felder, your alma mater, UNC. We all saw it. Okay, we all saw the fire drill too at Keenan in that third quarter when everybody said, "We're out, we're done here, like we're good."
Dude,
where does UNC go from here? You are going to the Charlotte game Saturday, right? Because it's in.
No, I'm not going.
You made an executive decision. Okay.
Yeah.
Where does UNC go from here, man?
I don't know. Same place they always go.
7-5.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
The
But like
schedule.
realistically, like the thing that looked the most like UNC was the end of the third quarter with the fans leaving. I'm used to that. I'm not used to fans being in the stands before the game starts. I'm not used to major news outlets talking about UNC football for an entire summer.
Yes.
I'm not used to the lights on and off, on and off, on and off, and you saw all the camera flashes and all that stuff. I'm not used to that. But what I am used to, and what this program has been, me, post me. I don't have no bearing on it because I didn't get in the game. But the whole point is, before I was there, after I was there, while I was there, I was used to seeing that third quarter exodus. They got the Pantana Bobs and La Rez very quick with the swiftness.
Yeah.
And look, I have been a part of some of those. Post UNC, like after I was in school, we would go back up for games, and we're like, yo, man, I know we're not going to win. Russell Wilson, when he was there, hey, man, let's go get a good parking spot at Bob's. Like, when I was able to see, I think it was the Georgia Tech game, and I was able to get back to the hotel room to see Johnny Manziel beat Alabama. What is that, 2012? Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not staying for this. We went to Bob's. Oh, dude, we went to Bob's. Me and my buddy, one of my friends was in the bathroom. He had a bye week for the Packers. So he was in the bathroom. Me and my other friend, we both bought tank tops from Pantana Bob's. And then we hid them. And then we took the car home. And then we both changed in the bathroom and came out with our matching tank tops. And he was like, this is garbage. Y'all didn't get me a tank top? And we're like, hey, man, that's life. But Georgia Tech was like 50. What was that? What was the score of the game in 2012? Georgia Tech, UNC.
Sounds like a research project for One Trip Herd.
On it.
But like, it's just like 68 to 50.
God dang.
Yeah. Shout out Larry Fedora. So I'm used to seeing that. Where do they go from here? I mean, I don't know if they're going to have a quarterback battle or not. That's one. And I don't know if they're like Max Johnson, I thought looked pretty good. He came in and played a quarter of football and did you see the stat, by the way?
The over 2 hours of real time that elapsed in between completed Gio Lopez passes. Yeah, tough.
Oh, wow. I did not see that.
Yeah, dude.
That's rough.
That's 120 minutes. So take 20 off. It's 100 minutes at least of not completing.
That might have been the best thing ESPN did, frankly, in that broadcast, because Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit, those boys threw in the towel. I mean, that was.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, no, you're supposed to be prepared. You come to work. You prepare for a broadcast.
I think they were prepared for a football game, and what they got was a clown show.
I think they were prepared, as was ESPN and the ACC network, for a little bit of a coronation party. And they didn't get it. Instead, they got TCU just dismantling their god.
Yeah.
And
I talked to Landry.
Oh, Landry Burdine, our boy. Yeah.
And he was like, they learned from the Colorado game.
Yeah.
And because the Colorado game was in a similar situation.
Similar situation, but that one was in Fort Worth.
Sure.
It's interesting. TCU's been on both ends of these celebrity coach debuts.
That's what I'm saying is they learned from that.
Good.
And they look in the, what is it, 40-year-old virgin? Look, you're using a lot of big words, so I'm gonna take it as disrespect. But like you're literally focusing on Bill Belichick the whole time, right?
Yeah.
That's the story. We're the team that can win the Big 12. That's who we are.
One of, yeah. I think I know who the front runner is in the Big 12. We'll get to that in a little bit.
They are one of them.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't talk about us at all. We have a quarterback coming back who put together an amazing season a year ago.
Yeah, Josh Hoover was cooking, man. He really was.
And you don't talk about us at all. So, again, I'm going to take it as disrespect. I'm surprised they didn't get that 50 on them. I didn't think they were going to take a knee at the end of the game. I thought they were going to put it in the end zone.
Well, because we're live and we can't clean this up in post, I'll stay away from the whole Kirk Herbstreit take and what I think of that guy. But Felder, are we at all worried about UNC this week? Like,
am I worried about him? No, so Charlotte's bad.
Charlotte's bad. They look bad in their opener against App State. This thing opened, Hartzell, I don't know if you were paying attention. This was like a 17-point line.
It's down to 14, right?
Up. It's down to 13.5.
13.5.
So might be a little, yesterday's show, one of us had a little interest in the Tar Heels.
Really?
Under that 14 number, yeah.
If you're interested in going back and taking a listen to what Tripp is referring to, the Phil Steele Show is available on the College Sports Now podcast feed. That aired on Thursday. So yeah, to paraphrase Gordon Gekko, that game is a dog with fleas. I'm good. I got a lot of other options on Saturday. I'm going to pass on UNC Charlotte.
Can we just talk about this?
That's a dog with fleas.
The total is the over under is 49.5. These teams in 2 games combined have scored 18 points total.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass. I'm still learning about a lot of these teams. Which
can I just say this? We were wrong about stuff, right?
Who?
We like
in terms of that face.
Football teams.
I don't think I've been wrong, actually. As Tripp mentioned earlier, I opened up the week going 3-0 in the picks. So
okay,
we're still clean.
So I was wrong.
That's better. Yeah.
There we go. But you know who else was wrong?
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Sure. It happens from time to time.
Bro, it happened hard.
TCU was favored over North Carolina. They weren't favored
by
3.5 points. Yeah, well, they thought UNC was going to have life. And outside of the scripted stuff,
Bama favored over Florida State.
Yeah.
By what, 14-5?
Yeah, you're right.
Oops.
Yeah, Bama underperformed. Utah UCLA was a weird line when you go back and look at.
Don't worry, I got UCLA on here. They're coming up next. We're going to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I was going to say though, 47-5 for Texas, Ohio State.
Way off.
Didn't even get halfway there. That's like that's literally like if you were trying to drive to Greensboro from Charlotte, and you couldn't even get to Lexington. God dang! All right,
crapped out in China Grove, huh? Didn't even make it to Salisbury.
Yeah, buddy, you done? You cooked.
Tough.
So here we go. I think that Anthony Calandria and UNLV are going to be a problem for UCLA.
Well, that's not good.
Do you disagree?
Listen,
I'm not going to go ahead, Hartzell.
No. You get in first. I've got some UCLA takes. You get in first.
UCLA looked terrible, but you're talking about a Utah team. Utah did whatever they wanted to do on Saturday night. Like they
43-10
absolutely destroyed UCLA, but I just don't want to overreact and try to think that UCLA can't cover a field goal against a team that was basically in a dogfight with Idaho State 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Their defense is still pretty questionable. Calandria looked way better this past week, but Calandria, we know he's also kind of a turnover-prone guy. So I'm just saying I don't hate the UCLA angle this week. But, yeah, last week they were miserable.
So Felder's referring to UCLA at UNLV. This game is in Vegas, right?
Yes, it is.
UNLV plays at the Raiders Stadium. It's a big place. UCLA, for those that did not watch it, because it kicked at 11 Eastern time last Saturday.
Yes, they looked.
Not only did they lose to Utah 43-10, but the most damning stat of all is what Utah did on third downs. Utah was 14 of 16 on third down. One of those third down conversions that they were unsuccessful at, they ended up going for it on 4th and goal and punching it in. So really, it's like 15 out of 17. My point is, Utah did whatever they want. Devin Dampier looked like a Heisman Trophy winner. The guy was unstoppable.
Yep.
What kind of backbone does UCLA have? Like, can they get up off the mat? I don't know either.
I think so. They kind of did the same thing last year. They started off so slow last year. They looked miserable in a couple of games early on, and they turned around and they played better. So I think that would be my take for this week. Just looking ahead for UCLA is I would imagine Deshaun Foster's got to have those guys.
I hope
motivated.
I would hope
game.
so. Like you mentioned last year's struggles, Trip, and yes, UCLA looked like ass last year. They also played 3 playoff teams in the first 6 weeks last year. They had Indiana, they had Penn State, they had Oregon. Like they were
might have been a
their
playoff
doors blown
team.
off. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Utah, if we're power ranking Big 12 teams,
Devin Dampier looks they finally there's no limbo at the quarterback spot now.
Utah hasn't. That's the thing. Utah hasn't had a quarterback in how many years?
3.
Because Cam Rising has been holding that program hostage.
I'm hearing he's questionable for this week. They're thinking about
game time decision for Cam Rising wherever the hell he is. He's 35 years old. But watch out for Utah, man.
I love them. You know that. You know how I feel about Utah.
We've loved Utah for a while, but they haven't had a quarterback.
Right.
And they've got a quarterback.
I'm still mad they lost to Florida.
Is a problem. Don't get me started on that game. I don't want to have the PTSD from 2 years ago. I really don't. This game might be visited or revisited rather for That's My Dog. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. And maybe it's because I do radio in Vegas, and I like Calandria, dude.
Yeah, I do too. Guy can make some plays.
I like him. I think they've got I think they're gonna be a problem.
Well,
I think UNLV is gonna be a problem for a lot of teams, and it maybe it's becoming a thing. Because this is their 3rd football game, right?
That's the thing. Advantage Rebels. Like you've had a chance to kind of work it out. Like, Idaho State cooked you in week 0. Well, learn from it. It's your 3rd game. Like, what's UCLA going to do after getting roasted by Utah? We're going to find out. I don't feel great about it, though.
Yeah, neither do I. I just don't. Speaking of not feeling great, geez. Can we go to the next one?
Cyhawk. Let's do it.
Yeah. Did you look at the box score for Iowa?
I did. Shout out to Trip.
Not the score.
Yes.
The box score.
Shout out to the doc. He had this game pegged. He nailed it last week. It was the one game he had right.
Bro. Do you know the passing yards?
I think he only completed 7 passes. I don't remember what
It's 8. You're right. Okay. It's 8. Yeah. 8 for 15. How many yards?
Sub 50. It wasn't
44.
Yeah. Oh wow, it was that low.
Yeah.
That's Iowa football, folks. But this guy's supposed to be Gronowski. I've heard is by all accounts, people were very excited about him.
Then why wouldn't you throw the ball more against Albany?
Maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Maybe you keep it under wraps because you've got this game in week 2. It's just a hypothetical.
The longer I do this job, the longer I have this job, the more I hear that, I do think it's garbage.
Look, it's Kirk Ferentz, man. This guy's been doing this for 30 years.
Well, I also
what are they hiding?
I don't think they're hiding anything, and
they don't have anything.
I listened to Ferentz after the game a little bit, just because when I saw that stat line, it was pretty jarring. But I mean, they owned it. Ferentz was like, "Hey, this is not what we expected. This is not who we think Gronowski is. Like we think there's a much higher ceiling to this." But they owned it. It's not like a play that, hey, we're just trying to hide something for next week. But he's definitely going to have to be better in this matchup. But it's an interesting game.
We're also going to have to let him be better.
It's going to be an interesting game. It's a tight spread. I think it's actually up to 3.5 that Iowa State's favored by. The home team has not won this game since 2018. You can even go back to Brock Purdy. He never beat Iowa in Ames.
In Ames, yeah. Now hang on. There's some more stuff I wanted to, because I'm going through the box scores. And I tried to rewatch this game. What's the point?
Which one? Iowa and Albany?
Yeah. Well, there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me propose that maybe Iowa State's not as good as we all think they are either. Like, okay, you beat Kansas State in Dublin. Well, Kansas State nearly lost to an FCS team. What if the Wildcats are trash?
I think they might be because they scored, what was it? Was it like the last second touchdown to win that game?
Avery Johnson at the final minute to pull that thing out of the fire.
Yeah, the Mavericks head coach.
Not that Avery Johnson.
Back in the day. But yeah, going back to Iowa. Longest pass. What do you think their longest pass, longest receiving
9
reception
yards.
was?
9.
God, you're so close, Trip. 13.
13. Okay.
That was
13.
attempted. That was an attempted pass or like a
No. That's still longest reception.
Wow.
13.
It's not great.
So you got Jacob Gill with 1 reception for 13 yards. Seth Anderson with 2 receptions for a total of 9 yards. His longest 5 yards. Addison Ostrengo, 1 catch, 8 yards. Hayden Large, not large and in charge, with 1 catch for 6 yards.
It's a great name, though.
Yeah, look, you got a lot of options Saturday at noon. I understand that this is a rivalry game. It's big noon on Fox. It does not move me. We know what this game's going to be, Trip. Every year you talk about the trends. It's going to go under the total. It's going to be a field goal game.
Yeah.
1 possession the whole way. And the football will be bad. It's
going to be a rock fight.
Yeah, it'll be defensive heavy. Not a lot of downfield passing. I don't know.
I think the crazy finish last year, Iowa State actually put the game over the total. But, yeah, it's up to 42.5. It was 41 yesterday. I definitely would like the under in this game. I definitely lean Iowa, too. Iowa State, I mean, if you're worried about Gronowski passing, like Iowa State, do you remember the second half, especially the fourth quarter of that game against Kansas State? The secondary was just letting guys run free like crazy. So, I think it's a good spot for Iowa here. They might come up later on the show too.
Okay. I mean, this is going to be terrible.
Some of these are fun.
You know what else is going to be terrible is the next game on this list, because it's going to be a one-sided smackdown.
Pokes versus Ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah? You tell me.
Listen, I know you said Vegas is wrong from time to time, and you're right. They are. Vegas has Oregon winning this game by 30 points Saturday in Autzen. Oklahoma State, the whole Mike Gundy era, which, I mean, he's been there, 2 decades?
Yeah.
This is not sustainable, folks.
28-5 is what I'm seeing.
This is we're I'm a big music guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Elvis Presley. Let's go back in time here. He burst on the scene. 1956 was his big year. Okay, that's when he becomes a star. There's a big difference between seeing Elvis in 1956 and seeing him in 1976 when he's fat.
Don't
sweaty,
compare Elvis to Mike Gundy. Don't do that to Elvis.
Oklahoma State football is Elvis in 1976.
No, they're not.
There is a year left on his life.
Elvis in 76.
He's gonna be dead in a bathroom very soon.
Do you know where Elvis was born?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Nope.
Grace. I don't.
Mississippi.
It is. Do you know what town he was born in?
Was he born in Grenada?
Tupelo. I've driven by the house he was born in.
Oklahoma State football is Elvis in 1976.
Fan. I mean, it's bad.
Serious health risks.
They're more like Elvis in 1996.
Well, he's been he's been dead.
You see what I'm saying?
you see what I'm saying?
Oklahoma State's terrible. They're bad.
Yeah.
And Oregon put up 60-something last week. Dante Moore was cooking.
You got no argument for me.
I mean, they're not good.
But we're talking about the reigning Big Ten champs here. Put some respect on Dan Lanning and them boys.
Well, they did 30. That's a pretty big spread.
It is a massive
especially
spread.
To be against an actual this is not like a lay down. It shouldn't be, at least in theory, right? This shouldn't be a gimme.
It shouldn't be. Yeah,
This is
but
a gimme.
it's pretty much a gimme.
These rosters are in two different tax brackets, stratospheres, however you want to describe it. This is not apples to apples here.
Did you hear what Lanning said?
Yeah.
Responding to Gundy, who was like, well, we shouldn't even be playing Oregon because they've got a lot more money than we do. And he's like, well, you guys had a lot more money than UT Martin, and you played them last week. So
yeah, basically,
hilarious.
like, why y'all broke? Like, I mean, I understand T. Boone Pickens is deceased, but like, I mean, come on, you've got a pretty healthy endowment there in Stillwater. Spend it.
The money's still there.
Yeah, spend it.
He died.
Oregon's
the money
spending
didn't.
it. I love everything about Oregon, man. I love their offense. I love their defense. I know people bang on Dan Lanning. I'm one of them. Like, I keep waiting to see it in big games.
But Dante Moore looked good.
Yeah.
I want to see them do more in the run game, and obviously they've
More
got to
Mekhi
find.
Hughes. More Mekhi Hughes. Feed that man.
And I want to
Tulane
see.
transfer.
I want to see more
Tulane,
of the.
yeah.
I want to see them like dial up a number one wide receiver.
That's fair. Their tight end is a monster. What's his name? Kenyon Sadiq.
Kenyon Sadiq.
Have you seen this guy?
Yeah.
Whew. Like Kyle Pitts-esque, frankly. This dude is there ain't nobody else like him in that position in college.
Yeah. I mean,
Lots
it's
to like about Oregon, man.
like the thing for he's smooth. He moves. Like, he jumped over that guy. Like, come on. And he's 240. So he's right. I think Pitts is a good like reference.
Pitts is taller, but same
yeah,
type of athlete.
2 inches taller, maybe. What? 6'5", right?
Pitts, yeah,
Mhm.
6'5". He's the biggest guy on the field, but somehow the Falcons haven't been able to find him for 4 years. Don't get me started on
Well,
that shit.
you know what I've been really pumped about? I know we don't talk about NFL because this is college sports now, folks.
We're
But
doing it.
Darnell Washington,
Yeah.
bruh.
Monster.
Where's he at now?
Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he out there looking like a freaking transformer. So we'll see. We'll see what we get out of that game. I had to put it on there because I was like, it's not as meaty as it could have been. And then the last one, Hartzell, Mateer versus Underwood.
Game of the week.
Game of the week. Michigan, Oklahoma.
I've been trying to book guests in Norman all week. Everybody's too busy to come on and talk to us. That's fine.
We'll remember it.
Threaten him, Trip.
I love both of these quarterbacks. I understand Bryce Underwood has played 4 quarters of college football. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
What's not to like, though? Like, this guy, he's got all the tools. Now, is he going to be put to the fire Saturday night?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that Oklahoma has had like a true – I think this offseason they had kind of a true come-to-Jesus moment. I don't know when it was. I don't know who started it. I hope it's Brent Venables. But this team, they look different, right?
A quarterback will do that for you. Like an elite college quarterback will do that for you.
Now here's the thing. Hang on, though. There's a lot of people out there, especially SEC folks, who think John Mateer is not elite. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I would disagree. I think he is.
Can we go back? Let's. Who is elite in the SEC right now at quarterback?
Garrett Nussmeier.
Yep.
One answer.
Well, now you know how I feel about this because we've had this discussion. You can't be elite and have 5 other guys that are elite.
Right.
There's
so
tiers to being elite.
No, this is me agreeing with you.
So
I think it's
Nussmeier.
Nussmeier.
What about Sellers? I mean, Sellers does it.
Sellers,
in a much
I think
different
Nussmeier
way.
and Sellers.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable putting Lenora Sellers in the same weight class as Garrett Nussmeier. Sorry.
I am.
Okay. One of those guys threw for
completely
over 4,000
different
yards last year.
He's a completely different player. But yeah, Nussmeier would be my number one guy. Honestly, I think if there's somebody that I would put ahead of Sellers, it would probably be Mateer. We'll see how it plays out. What is that from? You're my number one guy. What are we doing here?
Hartzell, you know what it's from?
I'm
it
not
sounded
a
like
movie
Rocky
guy.
the
I
way
thought
you
it was
were
Batman.
saying that.
Yes.
My number one guy.
Was
Batman?
it Rocky?
It's Batman.
Batman. That's what I thought.
Batman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't make me doubt myself over here, man. You know I don't be watching movies.
Hey, I watched every single throw that Underwood made. I went back and watched the little cut-up tape. First half, every single pass was 500 miles an hour. First off, the guy's a stud. Like, there's no denying that.
No, he looks
An
the part.
absolute
Yes.
cannon attached to his shoulder.
Who are we talking about?
But-
Mateer?
No,
No.
we're talking about Underwood. In the
Material's
a good
second half, I thought Underwood put a lot more touch on the passes. I thought he
Mhm.
looked a lot better in the second half. But the problem is, in the first half and the second half, he put way too many balls into traffic.
Well,
Like,
that's
and he got away with it. That was against New Mexico. I don't know if they're going to get away with that against Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma here. Underwood's got to play a lot smarter, and I'm not saying I want to see the best game of the week for me, but after watching the tape on him, I'm a little bit worried about how it's going to look against the Oklahoma defense compared to New Mexico.
Felder, as a former defensive guy, you know what Brent Venables is going to have waiting for this true freshman. Okay.
Yeah, pressure.
R. Mason Thomas is going to be chasing that man around all game. It's going to be amazing to watch. The QB spy stuff, like some of these exotic blitzes, the coverages. Like Oklahoma hangs their hat on defense under Venables. This is not Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma. These guys aren't going to roll it out and give you 50 anymore. I think it's going to be a tremendous game. I think Oklahoma is going to get it done, but it's a massive swing game. There's a couple of these coming up Saturday, which I like, for this Oklahoma program, which people think is like dark horse SEC contender, dark horse CFP pick. Okay, you beat Michigan. You got Auburn in a couple weeks. Like there's a path to starting 5-0, and then you really get into the meat of that schedule with Texas, Alabama, LSU coming up later.
Yeah,
they have to win this game.
Big game.
They have to win this. They have to start 5-0.
I think I honestly, like, if you like extrapolate, if you will, like everyone in the SEC has to be rooting for them to win this game, right?
Yeah, except Texas. Sure,
except Texas. Everyone's like, come on, guys. Like, you got to prove that, like, it just means more.
Right.
And we have the two biggest conferences, right?
Yep.
The two power brokers. We need to make sure that we knock it out the box. And, like, I was going to say knock the gravy out their biscuit, but I've been to Michigan, and I can tell you what they don't have: biscuit gravy. The food up there is fucking mad whack, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
not
they
a lot
bagels?
not a lot of seasoning.
Bro, I went to this is back when I used to eat breakfast. I go visit my wife's family. My wife's from Michigan. She went to Michigan State, which, by the way, they're terrible. I go, and I was like, oh, I'll just go grab like McDonald's breakfast, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, I want a sausage, egg and cheese McMuffin. I was like, yeah, no problem. I got it. And I walk in. Your boy don't do drive-thru. I feel like that's always a mistake. Got to go in. So I go in, and I said, sausage, egg and cheese McMuffin. I said, and can I get a chicken biscuit? And they're like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Chicken biscuit? And I was like, yeah, it's like a biscuit with the chicken in it. Spicy chicken inside there. And they were like, we don't have that.
That's sad. That's really sad.
Chicken for breakfast? And what is a biscuit? And I was like, this is terrible. And people live here?
This was to be fair, this was a long time ago, right?
Well, how long?
Well, McDonald's has chicken.
No, I'm talking about the
biscuits on
McDonald's
menu.
in Michigan, Steven.
Yeah, they have
chicken on the
regional
menu?
ads.
They don't
There's
have
regional
chick.
stuff.
They don't have breakfast chicken. They don't have biscuits.
I feel like they've fixed this. I feel like that's no
Sure,
longer
maybe.
the case.
Yeah, but we're talking about 8 years
I can
ago.
call one of them right now if you want me to.
No, it's fine. Don't do that.
I'm just telling you.
We're live.
my-
We could do it on speakerphone.
In my experience, they don't have chicken biscuits.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Maybe with the new like the Popeyes chicken sandwich and the whole deal and the chicken sandwich wars, maybe they decided to port that over to breakfast. But when I went there, they looked at me like I was an alien. When I said, "Can I get a chicken biscuit?" And they were like, "What is that?"
Mm.
Who would have chicken in the morning and who would put it? What is a biscuit? They didn't know what a biscuit was. They didn't have chicken. They didn't know. They were like, "I don't know what we can't help you."
That's tough. It's a tough scene.
Sir, this is a
Place I don't wanna
McDonald's.
be.
And I was like, yeah, McDonald's. My McDonald's.
Sir, this is a McDonald's.
The McDonald's
Not just any
that
McDonald's. This is a Big Ten McDonald's.
It's
We
a
don't
Big
do
Ten
chicken-
McDonald's.
We don't do chicken for breakfast here, sir.
and certainly we don't do biscuits.
Well,
But if
I
I,
mean,
think
that's-
Oklahoma's got to win this game. Like I think the SEC from a pride standpoint, they got to feel like they like after Texas goes down to Ohio State, you got to feel like you need this one, right?
Yeah.
And listen, you know what they got to want to need to have in Michigan? A Bojangles.
Wow.
Look at that. I did it.
That's your Felder Five?
Yeah, that's 5.
All right, I got some and ones here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Games you have not talked about.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't hear a lot of people talking about these games, and that's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Border war. Talk to me about Kansas at Missouri. Jalen Daniels versus Bo Perbula. Give it to me. Nasty rivalry here. I'm excited we get this game Saturday.
Give me Kansas, dude.
I kind of knew you were going to go there.
Did you really?
Yeah, man. Listen, this show, we have been on Kansas for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like it. I like Kansas. I think that they are a good football team, and I think that they're still on the uptick. And it's what 6? It's a touchdown, 6-5.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
6.5. They look
Yeah.
great against Wagner.
Oh shoot! I still got my volunteer sticker on.
I'm a little scared off that everybody under the sun's taking Kansas in that game. You know that this game, I don't think they played since 2011.
Is that right?
The last time they played this game. And especially college basketball, this was a huge rivalry growing up. So it's crazy. They haven't played in that long.
Yeah, it's a proud rivalry. I'm excited to see it. This game is in Columbia. By the way, Missouri, don't know how many people caught this. They had that quarterback thing going on. Like, is it Bo Perbula? Is it going to be Sam Horn?
Right.
Sam Horn got hurt in their week 1 game on Thursday
saw that.
night. So he's like, there is no quarterback controversy because the guy pushing Perbula is out with a leg injury. So it's the Bo Perbula show. He looked okay. I didn't think he looked spectacular. But you know what Jaden Daniels is going to give you.
Jalen,
Oh, man,
Braden, Talon.
Jalen Daniels.
You spelled his
Yes.
name wrong. I'm going to fix this for you.
That's
here.
fine. It's radio. Nobody needs to know.
Jalen.
I'm excited for this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And
Sounds good.
everybody's talking about it.
I actually was going to put the next game that you have on the thing. I just didn't have the space for it.
What is the
live
next game, Felder? Tell the audience.
Illinois at Duke.
Let's go.
It's a great game.
Mensa.
Yep. Great quarterback matchup.
Is this the highest Illinois has been ranked since they went to their Rose Bowl?
Probably.
Probably.
I'm not a huge rankings guy, although my
Neither am I.
6-year-old asks me like every day like what these teams are ranked because he associates ranked with being good. So I have to be up to date on my AP poll. Illinois is ranked 11th. They are
Yes.
at Duke. And this is a line that I think a lot of people nationally are like, what's going on here? Illinois is a 2.5-point favorite at Duke. Duke is a good football team.
They are
Remember
good.
the offseason discussion we had, Felder, about who's the best college football team in the state of North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we know that it's definitely not UNC.
Yep.
We know for sure that it's not Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
1-0. Don't disrespect Wake Forest.
The jury is still out on NC State, but I think the answer is Duke. I think that's kind of what we came away with in the summer.
I think
Huge opportunity here to beat a Big Ten team.
Duke and NC State are vying for the top spot. They're vying for the top spot. If Duke wins this football game, yes, put them in number 1. No problem.
This is a noon game, by the way. Wallace Wade Stadium, which has always been a bit of a punchline in the ACC,
sure,
for being so quiet and sleepy. It will not be at noon when Illinois comes to town. That place is going to be jumping a little bit. I'm excited for this.
I'm curious to see how many transplants are there, like folks that moved to Raleigh or Charlotte from Chicago. Curious to see how many of them are there at that game.
Okay. I'm getting a pop-up notification. We're live here on YouTube, so this is about to get all weird. I'm getting a pop-up notification that I have an IT required update on Google Chrome. I'm going to drop out and rejoin the show. Don't get me started on these IT-owned devices. They're killing me.
You can't ignore it?
No, I can't.
What does that mean? What?
Is that going to kill the whole show? Oh, man, he's gone. He's frozen.
Okay, well, it's just me and you. I like Altmaier, the quarterback for Illinois. I'm curious. Huh?
I do too.
So we're going to see what happens. They're a team that plays in a very – okay, this is insane right now. But they're a team that plays like – I guess here's what I'll say. And we've seen this with teams like Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin with Iowa, and now obviously Illinois. It's one of those things, and I like to use the kind of the metaphor, the nomenclature of the Patriot, right? You seen the movie The Patriot?
Yeah, a long time ago. Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Aim small, miss small.
Heath Ledger. Yeah. Aim small, miss small.
Aim small, miss small. And I think that's what that's their season.
Heath
Aim
Ledger,
small.
R.I.P. Miss
yes,
you.
R.I.P.
So sad.
Why so serious? But no, I think aim small, miss small is like that's the name of the game for them. Teams like Wisconsin, obviously this year Illinois, and we've talked about this like ebb and flow, right? I've talked about it with Vanderbilt before, but I've also talked about it with Wisconsin, with Iowa, with in this case Illinois. If you can charge up and get to a spot where you have where all your everything aligns, you have an opportunity to be a really good football team. And it's about obviously Altmaier, but it's also their run game. And it's also the fact that you look at their schedule, they play Ohio State.
Yeah.
But they don't play anybody else.
No, this is a dark horse CFP team. Like, this is a huge opportunity, just like we talked about with Oklahoma, Michigan. Handle your business here if you're Illinois, and okay, right? Like, this is a top 10 team. Like,
and no disrespect to Indiana, no disrespect to USC, like blah 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 blah. But the only true juggernaut they have is Ohio State, and they get Ohio State at home.
Yeah.
And as good as the quarterback matchup is here, and I think it's one of the best of the week, 49.5. I'm thinking under here might be a good play with the two defenses.
You're the Undertaker this week, Trip. You like sweating those unders, huh?
I don't mind it. They're just as fun as the overs for me.
They're definitely not as fun.
Oh, they are kind of as fun for me. I'm on Trip's side here because that means the game gets over a lot quicker.
Yeah, sure. Until it's tied late and you realize, hey, I handicapped this game correctly, but now we're going to overtime and this ticket is cooked.
Nah.
College football unders are a dicey proposition, man. Dicey.
I mean, was it dicey when it was 47-5 and they scored 21 total points?
No, but that's one game, man. That's whatever. Let's go to another game on the board for me. Sleeper game nobody's talking about, and you may turn up your nose at this one, and that's fine. Vanderbilt at Virginia Tech, bro.
Why would I turn my nose up at that?
I'm talking about our audience because people are like, why are you talking about Vandy and Virginia Tech? Here's why I'm talking about it. If Virginia Tech starts 0-2, things are going to get really spicy up in Blacksburg for one Brent Pry. This is a game, Trip, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a pick 'em. Virginia Tech's favored by 1.5.
No, it's up
2-5.
to 2.5 right now.
Still.
It's a coin flip game.
There was, I mean, what was it? Last year, Virginia Tech played in Nashville, and it was the Diego Pavia coming out party.
Yes.
Right? I believe the spread in that game was right around 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
And Vandy beat him straight up. Different proposition if you go to Lane Stadium, home opener, right? We saw Virginia Tech last week.
It's at night, too, by the way.
It's at night. The place will be rocking. Okay, the fans will do their part. Here's my concern, and I think you guys are going to know where I'm going because you saw the Virginia Tech-South Carolina game because it was the standalone game on Sunday. Virginia Tech's offense looked rough.
Putrid.
It's more of the same. Like Kyron Drones he's just out there like using that 6'5" frame to like lean over the line of script. Like there's not a lot of dynamic pieces
creativity.
There. Yeah, and so what do you do against a Vandy offense that like they kind of know what they are with Diego Pavia and friends? So I need to see something from Virginia Tech. I need to see some life, and this is a great chance to do it. Because if you start 0-2 and you have a home loss to Vandy, it's not good. And I know y'all are Brent Pry fans. I talked to him in Charlotte.
I am.
Like, that's your guy. You got to have this one.
You have, you're not wrong. You have to have it. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think that, this is a football game. Like, you're going to have to, they're going to have to play a football game. Vandy is not just like an easy, brush them off, get the dirt off your shoulder football. Like that, this is a good team. So we're going to see what Diego Pavia looks like. We're going to see what Kyron Jones looks like. And we're going to see if they find a way to – Virginia Tech's got to create, you already said it, right? Creativity. Find something.
But even when they had something going, like that early drive against South Carolina, you're in the red zone. You're looking for Drones just throws up this awful pick.
Yeah.
The picks just I
have
don't understand.
Here's the thing, man. Like, Felder, you're a parent. Tripp, you're a parent. You understand where I'm going with this. There is a trust factor. And I do not trust Kyron Drones. I do not trust Virginia Tech. Conversely, I look at Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. I look at Clark Lee. You have earned my trust to an extent. Like, I don't think Vandy's going into Athens and beating Georgia. I don't think they're going to Texas and beating the Longhorn. But, to a certain extent, you guys know what you are. You are capable of executing. And you got some dogs on that team. So, I don't know. It could get late early for VT, if you know what I'm saying, if they don't handle their business. So, all right, other games of note. You guys interested in SMU Baylor Saturday?
I am all interested in SMU.
Pretty sure the last time we saw Baylor, they gave up 300 yards on the ground to Auburn. That's not SMU's strength. SMU doesn't run the football like that.
The last time we saw Baylor was, yes, you're right. They lost because they lost by 14.
Mm-hmm. Sawyer Robinson, Kevin Jennings, pretty
it's
nice
in Dallas, right?
Battle
Another
here. Yes,
great
this is at SMU. Yes.
I what is it? Is it Jennings?
Is
that right?
Quarterback Kevin Jennings?
Yeah. I don't know where they got all these quarterbacks from. Jennings. Obviously, Jennings is not as tall as CJ Bailey at NC State, but at SMU, NC State, is it A&M? These guys all Kansas. These dudes all look like Gumby. What?
They look like Gumby?
Yeah.
Jennings doesn't fit that for me.
No?
No.
Bro, he doesn't even weigh 200 pounds.
He might not be. I don't know. We've seen him before.
He weighs I'm looking at it right now, 192. This man weighs less than me.
He's pretty good.
He
He's
is
a good
good.
player.
I like him. He completes 70% of his passes. He's good. I mean, what are we like? Honestly, are we going to be talking about like what's Baylor doing if they lose this football game?
They'd be 0-2 to start the year, but neither one of those losses is in the Big 12. So, I mean, everything is still very much in front of them. But, yeah, Baylor closed the season last year. People got excited. They won 6 in a row. Like, they were one of the hottest teams in the country.
You could lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I think SMU's a good football team. I think they're a contender to get back to get to Charlotte. To get back to Charlotte.
I'm going to push back on that a little bit, but
why?
Because
of what we saw out of Florida State.
Well, Florida State, you got Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
You got Miami, frankly. I think
but I think
SMU's schedule is a lot more difficult than it was last year.
Jeez, who would have thought a week ago we'd be talking FSU standing in the way of other teams to get
to be frank,
wow.
I have Florida State below Georgia Tech and Miami in those ACC.
They play Clemson.
Rankings.
They play Miami. They play Louisville. Louisville, another one that we haven't talked about nearly enough.
We will be talking about Louisville because they play tonight. Who do they play? Who does Louisville play tonight, Felder? Any idea?
Jimmy.
James Madison University.
JMU. Yeah. JMU. I wrote that down.
Yeah.
14-5.
Yeah. We'll hear from this game a little bit later, I promise. Other games of note, Florida USF at the Swamp. Everybody's excited about USF because of what they did to Boise. Can they do it again against them Gator boys?
Yes.
No.
Felder says yes.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to work ahead and be prepared for the show.
Good.
And it's a 17.5 point spread.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm orbiting. You guys got mad. You guys don't like when I take very small spreads.
USF gets Miami next week.
So. Oh, you're thinking about this as a dog play.
Yeah.
An outright dog.
Yeah.
See, this is why we got to start keeping up with the spreads because
we are keeping up with the spreads. We are keeping up with the spreads, Trip. Everybody lost last week. Everybody lost last week, so we are keeping.
What do you mean we got to start keeping up with them?
You got to
pick a 10-point underdog to win. Yeah. That should be worth more than picking a 1-point underdog to win. I understand where Trip's going with this, but somebody.
Okay, so how are we going to? How does that happen? How do we do that?
Tiebreakers.
What are we doing? Are we putting like a point number on this? Is now we're changing to a different system?
Yes, correct.
I also think you should be punished if it doesn't hit.
Okay,
if you pick a big dog and they don't even cover, we should dock you.
How about we worry about this once an underdog wins again? How about we do that?
Sounds like a plan.
Sure. So if I pick USF over Florida at 17-5, I would get
17.5 points.
Yeah.
So you guys would only how does that?
And
I don't want to get into the weeds on that right now. I'm not really that concerned about it.
14,
let's just keep picking games.
Then we don't dock you the points, but if they get beat by 30, then we got to dock you the 17.5.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Simple.
What else you got, Hartzell?
It's simple. I'm going to throw out Ole Miss, Kentucky, because this is a line that seems a little short to me. Huge revenge spot for Ole Miss, who obviously lost to Kentucky and Oxford last year. Wildcats are not good. I mean, they are one of probably the 2 or 3 worst teams in the SEC. Yeah, they beat Toledo last week. Congratulations. Ole Miss just scored again against Georgia State. I'm watching it. They just scored another touchdown against Georgia State. I mean, they put it on the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think Ole Miss gets right.
It's a great revenge spot.
Big way. Saturday. But
the only problem is Kentucky. When have they been good? When's the last time they had a good team? Yet every season, for whatever reason, this is a field goal game, every single time.
Trivia time. Do we know who Kentucky's quarterback is without looking?
Nope.
Calzada.
Zach Calzada.
Oh, from A&M.
From A&M, from Auburn. I mean, he's not good. Austin Simmons looked really good for Ole Miss, the young guy.
Great.
He looked really good, so I'm excited for that one. All right, one more before we move on to some picks. which I know is the real reason why you're here. Saturday night in Starkville, Arizona State at Mississippi State. Clang'a clang'a. I hear some cowbells in the background. What do we think? This could get interesting.
It could be very interesting.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
You see that?
Number 15.
Yeah.
What is that a reference to?
Me in high school. My mom bought a cowbell. Big Fred Smoot guy.
Love that.
Yeah. So my high school used to have cowbells at the game.
Does that make you want to pick Mississippi State here?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
This game's on my board. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
As an underdog, you like the okay.
It's one of a couple that I got bouncing around in the old dome.
Give me Arizona State, dude.
Okay. Blake Shapen looked good last week.
Shapen looked good.
Yeah,
State.
he did.
I know it was Southern Miss. I know. I
understand.
Southern Miss was a team that even as 16.5 or whatever the spread was. I can't remember what it got down to, but Southern Miss was a team that a lot of people thought could have won outright. I mean, they've got the entire Conference USA championship team on their team now playing for Southern Miss from Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually liked Southern Miss last week, but Mississippi State handled their business.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. One of my friends, his grandma lives in Hattiesburg, and they have fallen off hard, man, from the Bowers days. And it just they used to be that used to be a real proud, real good football team.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I remember when Southern Miss ECU was a real unexpected kind of rivalry game. So, bless you.
I thought I was going to sneeze, but then it just went away. All right, are you guys ready? Shall we make some picks? What do we think? We ready? We ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do the thing.
My dog. Take that. That's my dog. Say that right, Mom.
Get it back.
That's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. And anybody got to say anything, you let me know. That's my dog.
We do it every week. We pick underdogs to win, not cover. But in the words of Herm Edwards, win the game. I lost with Baylor last week against Auburn. Felder lost with Texas against Ohio State, and Tripp.
I just lost. You don't even have to say it.
Probably get drug tested. He had North Carolina to beat TCU.
Did that not go well? I didn't stay up. Was that close?
We don't drug test here on CSN, okay? We are an equal opportunity employer. We don't punish folks for living their life recreationally, but we might want a urinalysis on one trip herd. All right.
I'll bring one to your office right after this.
Yeah, please bring me a cup of urine. That would be great. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Mississippi State at home, catching 6.5 against Arizona State.
Yeah.
I think Mississippi State gets it done in a big spot. I'm a Blake Shapen believer. Blake Shapen believer?
Shapen.
Did I say that right?
You're a
Blake
BSG.
Shapen.
Yeah, thank you, Tripp. So give me Mississippi State plus the 6.5. Don't need them. Straight up against ASU.
Boom.
I ain't scared. So
Good. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I'm a little scared because there was another larger dog that I did not pick. But give me Mississippi State plus 6.5.
Felder, do you need a minute?
Yeah,
I
you
can
go.
if you want. I like San Diego State. I think they'll beat Washington State. It's kind of a weak pick. It's like a 1.5 point line, but I feel like it's going to be a really long year.
Is that game on the Palouse?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Washington State looked terrible against Idaho last week.
It's not. I think it's going to be a really long year. And can I take one more because I feel really
go for it.
You should redeem yourself.
I like Iowa. I like Iowa on the road at Iowa State. Taking the Hawkeyes.
Let me cross that one off.
A little double up, huh?
Crossing that one off my list. I have 5 games that I'm looking at. One is merely because I care about Stephen Hartzell dearly. So I got JMU on the list.
As you should. We'll talk about them a little bit later here in this 3 for all.
All right. So I got Fresno State over Oregon State, Kansas over Mizzou, USF, Florida. You know what? I'm going to do 2 as well, Trip.
Don't. Okay.
Well, USF's going to get their doors blown off, but you do you.
Right. So give me Fresno State over Oregon State and Kansas over Mizzou.
Fresno State at Oregon State. Beavers did not look good against
they
Cal
didn't
last week. And then your other one again, please. I got to type this out.
Kansas.
Kansas. Border war.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. What's the line on Fresno State, Oregon State, Trip? Can I get a fact check on that?
2-5.
Fresno, Oregon State's 2-5. Yeah.
Oh, y'all are picking some baby dogs, dude.
Well,
Kansas is 6.5. Kansas is 6.5.
He brought up South Florida, 17.5.
Yeah, he brought it up, and he didn't do anything with it. He just
okay,
looked
put it
at
on the thing then.
No. I'm not going to bully. I'm not going to bully you into making bad picks.
First of all, Steven, you can never bully me.
I mean, I can.
I've never been bullied a day in my life.
No, I don't want
to. Put it on there.
No,
I want it.
I don't. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. USF. What's the official line?
17.5. Yeah.
Woo. Spicy.
Let's do it.
That's a spicy meatball. USF at Florida. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, let's go.
Smells like 0-3 to me. Speaking of 0-3, it's time for Trip Herd's picks and the 3 for all.
Didn't go 0-3.
Not last week, but what about this week? Hit it!
Here comes the lock doctor. Here comes the Stephen Hartzell. 3 for all, Felder Friday. Just making these picks.
To recap, Trip Herd, the so-called lock doctor, 1-2 against the spread last week. So I guess the lock was not fully latched, wasn't fully inserted. It was loose.
I can tell.
He hit on the Iowa-Albany under. Missed with South Dakota, who lost 55-7 against Iowa State.
If you want to know, South Dakota was a great play last week because Iowa State coming off a big win over Kansas State.
Yes, we know why you picked it.
It was a great.
But then Iowa State went out there and hung up double nickels.
Iowa State South Dakota also turned it over every time they got into the red zone.
Well, that's part of the problem. Trip also missed with Oregon State against Cal. Because Cal's got a
realize
quarterback.
that Cal had a great
a great quarterback. So 1-2 for Trip.
Normally, when you show up with 2 quarterbacks to ACC kickoff, that's not a good sign. But it turned out it was a great sign for SMU last year because Kevin Jennings was there. It's going to be a good sign for Jaron Kiave Songapulatele.
JKS. Your boy here went 3-0. It got a little sweaty with the Jackets at Colorado, but Haynes King, appreciate you, big dog. You are a monster. Jackets got it done. Toledo got it done against Kentucky. That got a little sweaty too. It was not sweaty at all with Utah over UCLA. So, Trip, 1-2 to open the season. Hartzell, 3-0. I'm going to go first here because I went first last week, and that seemed to go pretty well. Friday Night Lights in the Commonwealth. JMU at Louisville. I'm going to give you a stat here, okay? Because I crunch numbers. Trip, you and I work together. You'll walk by my office. You'll see me. I got the screens up. I'm just in the lab, just cooking over here, okay? Head coach of JMU. You guys know his name?
Yeah.
Bob Chesney.
Yeah,
all right?
Like Sean McVay's little brother.
Bob Chesney. Last 46 games as a head coach. He was at Holy Cross before JMU. Last 46 games, okay? You know how many times he's lost by 14 or more in those last 46
Zero.
games? Once. And it was to North Dakota State in the FCS playoffs en route to their national championship. JMU tonight is catching 15. I understand the line continues to swell. This is JMU's Super Bowl for reasons that I don't need to explain to you guys, okay? You are the favorite in the Sun Belt. You have an ACC team on the road on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest game of the year. You win this, bro, you're in the driver's seat for the Group of 5 CFP spot. You just are. Every game in the Sun Belt becomes that much more important.
Right.
I think JMU is going to give Louisville all they want here. So
All right,
I'll
we
take
need a
the
line
15.
check right off the bat.
I got it.
Do a line check.
Be the first one. It's 14.5.
If it's 14.5, that's fine too.
Yeah, it's 14-5.
This is a one-score game late in the fourth. All right. I'm also going JMU Louisville over. Now I need a point total here because
55-5.
55-5. Love it. Triple fives. Make a wish. JMU Louisville over 55.5. If you don't know about Alonzo Barnett, and Felder, I know you do because of what he did to your alma mater last year.
Yeah, not good.
This guy can spin it. Dual threat guy. He can run. I think Louisville's offense is certainly going to get theirs. Do not confuse that Louisville's going to struggle to score points here. I don't think that's going to be the case. They got, what's his name, Isaac Brown. Love this dude. The running back. Miller Moss, USC transfer, quarterback.
Oh, you're talking about Louisville, yeah.
JMU's got some running backs too, which will be featured tonight. But I think you're going to get JMU in a live dog spot, and you're going to get a lot of points. So I've got one game, 2 picks. Give me JMU plus 14.5 and the over 55 and a hook. Last game for me before I hand it over to the doc. Louisiana Tech at LSU.
Man.
You guys like sandwiches?
Love
You like sandwiches? I love sandwiches. I pack a sandwich for lunch every day, and I've been doing so for the last 25 years. This is the ultimate sandwich game for LSU.
So
why is that,
Hartzell? Be
Hartzell?
the mayonnaise?
Why? I hate mayonnaise. Why is this the ultimate sandwich game, you ask? Okay.
Because LSU plays, who do they play next week?
Gators.
Yeah.
You got Florida in the SEC opener in your building next week. You just came off a Death Valley win at Clemson. Everybody's telling you how good you are. Everybody's telling you how you should be ranked number 1. Now you got to deal with.
I said it.
Now you got to deal with pesky La Tech. How many points are they getting, Felder?
Pulling it up right now.
37.5.
It was 40 as of a couple minutes ago. So you're telling me that I've already moved the line 3 points?
37-5.
Golly, I would have loved it if it was 40, but I still like it at 37.5.
Do you?
La Tech's going to lose this game. Don't kid yourself, okay? The fighting Kyle Schassburgers are going to go down. But they're going to go down with pride and power. I see pride. I see power.
I see a badass mother
who don't take no crap off of nobody. That's Cool
Yeah.
Runnings. Look it up. Give me La Tech plus 37 and a hook. Those are my week 2 3-for-all picks. Trip, I cede the floor.
You're annoying me a little bit today, and I'm going to pull so hard for Louisville tonight because of the way you've conducted yourself.
If you text me tonight during the game, I will block your number, just so we're clear.
I'm texting you.
I will absolutely block your number, and your ability to communicate with me for the rest of the year, maybe the rest of my life, will be removed.
It'll happen on the first down for Louisville tonight. I'll be blocked. All right. Top play on the board. Oklahoma. I believe in this. I think Mateer is Heisman material. I've got Oklahoma at -5.5.
-5.5. That's correct.
A little risky here, but you got to risk it to get the biscuit.
There you go. You risk it for the biscuit.
I'm going back to the well with Oregon State.
Gross.
So we're battling each other.
Oregon State. We are, because you took Fresno as your dog. I don't think Fresno is very good. I do think Reser is still a tough place to play. I don't want to overreact to what we saw last week. Cal's quarterback looked phenomenal. I mean,
Malik
he really
Murphy did not.
If you look, Malik Murphy did not. I'm not going to overreact. Give me Oregon State to cover 2.5.
2.5. Okay, 2.5.
All right. For the last pick, this is the sharpest play of the week. New Mexico State should be favored. They're getting 4.5 against Tulsa. You can make your face all you want. I mean, I wish I could count this for a dog and a pick. That's an absolute lock, and all the sharp guys like me know it.
Trip, I got to be honest, man. Like, I respect you as a person.
Do you?
I like the way you go about your business, but these games, like of all the games on the board, like Oregon State, Fresno, New Mexico State, Tulsa, like this is some real sickos behavior by you, man.
These are my top plays.
Okay.
but I'm going to have. I do want to say this,
please,
to my fans out there. Last week I went 2-3 on Saturday. That's not a lot of games. It's going to be a bigger card this week. I've got a much bigger card, and I've got some great play. I mean, I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I really can't. I can't wait to hit send on that tweet.
Well, I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow morning 2-0 in the 3-for-all. That's the goal here, all right? JMU Louisville, 7 o'clock tonight. Listen, I know there's an NFL game. It's in Brazil, okay? Miss me with that. Like,
is
seriously?
it really? Brazil?
Yeah, Chiefs Chargers is in Sao Paulo, man. Like,
Sao
what are
Paulo.
we doing?
That's like the second most populated city in the world, isn't it?
I not even close, actually. I'm pretty, like, not even close.
Hang on, I was looking something up. What happened?
That was such a reckless take by you, Trip, that I'm now going to pull up the most populated cities in the world.
What did he say?
Sao Paulo is up there with some, maybe it's different.
Trip just claimed on this show that Sao Paulo is the second most populated city in the world. So now we're going to have to pull out.
Wait. I'm not looking at anything. Number one would be like Tokyo or something, right?
Number one is Tokyo. There's 37 million people. Number two is Delhi, India.
Okay.
28.5.
Where's
Shanghai
Sao
is
Paulo
third.
at? How far down are they?
Actually,
20 million.
Sao Paulo is fourth, 21 million.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
God.
The city itself is 12 million.
Oh, so we're going with the municipality here. We're going with the
greater
suburbs.
Sao Paulo metropolitan area is 21 million.
Yeah, shout out to Zach Jewell, who's watching live on Twitter. Egregious take from Trip. A reckless take.
Zach!
Reckless take.
Zach's always been a supporter of mine. I can't believe he would say something like that.
You can redeem yourself, Trip. You can redeem yourself. What is the most populated city in the United States?
I mean, I guess New York.
Is that your final answer?
It's New York, LA, or Chicago. I guess New York, sure.
Give it to him. It is New York City. That was a layup.
That was
a layup. If you had missed that one, we would have had issues.
I used to host a trivia night. Some of this stupid stuff I kind of still have floating around in my brain.
I think you'd be great at trivia. I really do. As the host, not necessarily as somebody who can answer questions. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I think we're going to do some more live stuff on YouTube. This was fun. This was cool.
Yeah. Also,
made me feel alive. I'll be honest with you.
New York City Metro has 20 million people.
Okay.
8 million in New York City, but then like around New York City, 20 million.
Yeah, I mean there are some qualifications here. City proper, you're right. Sao Paulo is not in the top 10, frankly. But
wow,
we're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let it slide, Trip. We're gonna let it slide.
You got to understand, I didn't say it with a ton of conviction, but you said I was wrong with a ton of conviction.
Well, who has more people, Charlotte or Atlanta?
There's a lot of people in Sao Paulo they're not even counting too.
A-Town down.
It's been a long time. They've had census problems down there in Brazil.
Wrong. Charlotte, 943,000. Atlanta, 520,000.
Inside the perimeter? I mean, we got to count the municipalities here, man.
I'm just telling you.
And miss me with that. I'm not seeing it. Trip, I'm rooting for you, buddy.
You didn't look it up.
If you go sub 500, you're going to be like Brent Pry up in Blacksburg if 0-2 if they lose to Vanderbilt. The seat's going to get hot for you.
Just a nice guy. Everybody's pulling for him, but it's just not working out.
I'm rooting for you. JMU Louisville tonight, 7 o'clock.
Go Cards.
If you text me, I swear to God, I will block your number.
First down. First positive yardage.
Waka Blocka Flame on your number. You will never text me again. I guarantee. Felder, enjoy your weekend. Where can people interact with you? Where can they find you on Twitter? Are you going to be live tweeting on Saturdays, or are you going to be?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm live tweeting on Saturday. Here's what I've been doing. I have figured out a way. Shout out to Dr. Patty Jones. I have figured out a way to use Twitter and Blue Sky side by side.
Bang bang.
So I can get both of them going because I know there's a lot of Blue Sky people that don't do X anymore.
Right.
And so I can do that. So I can do both of them. While I have a game on my monitor, while I have a iPad game, plus my TV.
Trip, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you do not have a Blue Sky account. Is that accurate?
I do not. I don't know what
not
Blue
surprised.
Sky is.
Not surprised by that at all. I'm not shocked in the least that you're not on Blue Sky yet. So at In the Bleachers on Twitter, Felder is also on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky as well. I don't tweet a lot. I don't post a lot, but you can be. You can.
We don't skeet. Is that what they call them?
I don't think that's what it's called at all. Trip is on Twitter at Locks of the Dock.
There's more people in Detroit than Atlanta proper.
It doesn't matter. It's not a contest, man.
But
I
will say this: Atlanta 6.2 in the whole.
Yeah, that's a big city, bro. Big city. It's also it's the jewel of the South. Come on, man. The Blitz at noon Eastern time, SiriusXM channel 999. We are also streaming live on the Varsity app. I will be sharing links with where you can listen to the Red Zone channel for college football. Trip Hurd on the ones and twos. He's mixing the broadcast, making us sound great. The host of that show leaves a lot to be desired, but we do our best to try to take you to as many games as possible. Thank you guys for listening to the show. Have a great weekend. Go Dukes. Let's go, baby. Get it done tonight. Let's get it done.
Go Knowles.